Dangerous drinking water could be running through your child's school. An alarming new study finds Georgia students could be at risk of ingesting toxic lead. Our state scored an F in the report done by the Environment America Research and Policy Center. Atlanta News First, Rachel Aragon. She's live at the state capitol digging into the report and some possible solutions, Rachel, to keep our children safe.
Definitely, Sean, and we know that Georgia is one of about 24 or so states that received an F grade recently on this new report. The report really analyzes just how well states are protecting our children and specifically students from drinking water that's contaminated with lead. The report, though, also outlines several ways in which school districts and states can be proactive and keep our kids safe. You may think your kids are safe at school, but when it comes to the water they drink, that may not be the case.
Georgia, unfortunately, is among the states that has no enforceable law or regulation that requires schools to do anything to prevent lead contamination of their drinking water.
John Rumpler says that is one of the main reasons why Georgia got an F on his new report that grades states on how they're protecting kids from lead exposure from drinking water at school.
Lead is a potent neurotoxin. It affects the brain. So it affects the way kids learn and behave and grow, even in low amounts.
State Representative Becky Evans has 3 adult children who went through DeKalb County School District. Last fall, she called for more water testing in schools.
Every child deserves safe, clean drinking water.
She called for schools and early child care programs to be required to test all water outlets used for drinking and cooking annually.
All we have in Georgia right now that we know of is a voluntary program where Georgia offers to work with school districts to test their water.
Recent numbers from the Georgia Department of Education shows only 52 schools statewide completed enrollment and are taking advantage of that free lead testing program.
Just testing the water doesn't make it safer, right? You have to actually fix the problem.
That's why Rumpler is recommending states and districts take preventative action, like replacing fountains with water stations with filters to remove lead and fully replacing all lead service lines. And the Georgia Department of Education also released a statement to us in response to that grade and that report that just came out, again emphasizing that program we just mentioned, that free program, encouraging schools and child care programs to enroll in that. They also stress that they are actively working with schools to provide them resources to protect kids and students from lead contamination. Reporting live outside the state capitol, Rachel Aragon, Atlanta News First.
Rachel, thank you. We want to go back.